This is one of the most historic pieces we have here at the Bone Museum. This is an original Maison Tramond wax moulage showcasing spinal anatomy. What's especially incredible about this piece is that it incorporates real human bones into the wax moulage. Hi, my name is Paige. I have a master's degree in human anatomy and forensic anthropology, and unlike our previous video where we looked into the history of Maison Tramond, we're going to look at the anatomy of this piece today. Starting from the top, we can see different parts of the brain, including the cerebrum, which is the largest part, the cerebellum, which is the most posterior and inferior part, and below that we have the midbrain. We can easily see the pons and the medulla oblongata here. Continuing from the medulla oblongata, we have the spinal cord, which runs all the way from the base of the skull to the L1 or L2 level. If we look closely, we have nerve rootlets, which branch off from the spinal cord to supply spinal nerves throughout the rest of the body. Here the artist does a good job of showcasing the anterior spinal artery, which provides vasculature to the spinal cord. Once we get to the L1, L2 level, the spinal cord just breaks off into these spinal nerves, referred to as the Codaquina or a horsetail. If you look on the left side here, we have the Soaz major, which connects from the T12 to L5 vertebrae down to the lesser trochanter of the femur, and it provides lateral flexion of the vertebral column or flexion of the thigh. There are also four major plexuses of nerve bundles that branch off from the spinal cord. We have the cervical, the brachial, the lumbar, and the sacral, and they help to innervate the limbs of the body. From about T2 to T12, the spinal nerves don't coalesce into these plexuses, but they branch off, as you can see, in between the ribs here, and they innervate the thorax. It's interesting to note here that you can see the bisected view of these vertebrae, and we can see the trabecular bone, showing that it's true human bone. And that's a general overview of some of the anatomical features that we can see in this model. This piece dates back to roughly the early 20th century. And it's important to note that we haven't always had access to real human models to study from. Even today, it's hard to access true human cadavers to study. Wax models make anatomy more accessible. Human anatomy is very complex and has many intricacies, but this model enables us to study some of the relationships of different anatomical features of the spinal area. If you like this video and have a friend studying for an anatomy test, send the video their way and come like and follow us for more.